much good for everyone who call themselves governments and this and that. Why them say you must not use the herb? You see? And we check that and we can't find. We just see them just say, no, you must use it because it make you rebel. Against what? Against men who won't crave because them crave for the things like say, them have some material things and them want.
When you put a seed in the soil, it remains beneath the soil until the season changes. And when the season changes, that seasonal change automatically brings about rather atmospheric conditions bring about a seasonal change that makes that seed come up or crop grow in its appointed time. And all over this world today, God himself has brought about political changes, a political atmosphere, socio...
like, for instance, you're reaching a sense where you're strong enough and take a little smoke. So when all them car pass, although you live in the city, you don't hear it because you think it. Differently if you just live so. Then, you know, the whole world confused you and you're worried and you don't have no time to think. And herb is that thing that give you a little time for yourself so you can live, if you use it.
What about alcohol?
Alcohol make you drunk, man. It don't make you meditate, it just make you drunk. When you drink alcohol, you don't meditate. You're more get-headed. Herb.
When they talked about integration, we would integrate. And knowing that the law was on our side. And any effort we made to demonstrate towards integration, why, we would know the law should be on our side. If it's the law of the land. If it is the law of the land, then the demonstrators are within the law. And the discriminators are against the law. But to show you the hypocrisy of the law, when Negroes demonstrate for integration, instead of arresting the discriminators, the law arrests the demonstrators. But on the other hand, when we see our people being brutalized by white bigots, white racists, we think that they are foolish to allow themselves to be beaten and brutalized and do nothing whatsoever to protect themselves. They are foolish. They should have the right to defend themselves against any attack made against them by anyone. If a dog is biting a black man should kill the dog. Whether the dog is a police dog, a hound dog, or any kind of dog. If a dog is sick on a black man, when that black man is doing nothing but trying to take advantage of what the government says it supposedly is, then that black man should kill that dog or any two-legged dog who sicks the dog on. Wake up and become intellectually independent enough.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense, I mean in everyday. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school. Everywhere, big business, you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme, push, step, crush. That's how it all is, and it's like, nobody ever stopped. Just, you know, I feel like, instead of us just being like, slavery's bad, slavery's down, bad whitey. I mean, all right, let's stop that. And everybody's smart enough to know that, I mean, we've been slighted. And I don't mean by like hours, 40 acres in the mule, because past that. But we need help. I mean, for us to be on our own 2 feet, us meaning youth or us meaning black people, whatever you want to take it from. For us to be on our own 2 feet, we do need help. Because we have been here, we have been a good friend. If you want to make it a relationship type thing, we have been there. And now we deserve our payback. It's like you got a friend that you don't never look out for. You know, you dressed up in jewels. Now America's got jewels and they paid and everything, and they lending money to everybody except us. And it's like, you know, everybody need a little help everybody need a little something. No independent person just grew up and was born independent. You worked, you learned teamwork, and you learned cooperation and unity and struggle, and then you became independent. And we have to teach that. I mean, if this is truly a melting pot in the country we care about, and Lady Liberty got a hand like this, she really loves us, and it needs to be the black kids. If there's a white person who got money, then we need to help them. We need to help black kids, Mexican kids, Korean kids, whatever. But it needs to be real. And it needs to be before we all die, and then you say, oh, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks. It's going to be too late. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you got to pay your own karma. And that's when God makes you pay. When God punishes you. Because I feel like, you know, there's too much money here. For 36 million, and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic, that's just real. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1 million, quadruple $billion, and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. Because look at me, I don't have that mega money, but I feel guilty walking by somebody. I gotta give them some mail. And if I know I got $3,000 in my pocket, I feel like it's wrong to give that person a quarter or a dollar. It's wrong. Only you know what you got in your pocket. And that's wrong. No matter what they do, if they take it and drink it, they take it and drink it. But I mean, you got. You understand? And we all know how hard it is, and it's not about if you're good or you bad. So since it's not about if you're good or you bad, we know that because he don't got don't mean he was bad. Or don't mean he's a criminal, or don't mean he's crazy, or a drug addict, or none of that. It just means he don't got. And ain't it bad that you got 30? I mean, can you imagine somebody having $32 million? $32 million. And this person has nothing? And you can sleep? You can still go to the movie? I mean, and then these are the type of people that get humanitarian awards. Millionaires. How can they be humanitarians by the fact that they millionaires and there's so many poor people shows how unhumane they are? You know what I'm saying? And that bugs me. Not saying that when I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it's a struggle. And I think everybody deserves it. And I think there's a way to pay these people. I think there is a way. It just takes to be revolutionary. And it takes to do something out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that if we just said, okay, I got an idea. No more porno buildings. You know what I'm saying? Let's build houses. Or no more polo games. Let's build houses for poor people. You know what I'm saying? Or look, okay, I know you're rich. I know you got $40 billion, but can you just keep it to one house? You only need one house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms? I mean, why have 52 rooms and you know there's somebody with no room? It just don't make sense to me. It don't. And then these people celebrate Christmas. They got big trees, huge trees, all the little trimmings. Everybody got gifts, and it's nice. And they're having a white Christmas. They're having a great Christmas, eggnog and the whole 9. That's not fair to me.
I have written a poem for a woman who rides a bus in New York City. She's a maid. She has 2 shopping bags. When the bus stops abruptly, she laughs.
You could never guess to who you're talking to.
If the bus misses someone, she 9 months. I thought, Now, if you don't know black features, you may think she's laughing. But she wasn't laughing. She was simply extending her lips and making a sound. I said, oh, I see. That's that survival apparatus. Now, let me write about that to honor this woman who helps us to survive. By her very survival, Miss Rosie, through your destruction I stand up. So I used the poem with Mr. Paul Laurence Dunbar's poem, Masks, and my own poem for Old Black Men.
And in that quiet up there, I'll see.
We wear the mask that grins and lies. It shades our cheeks and hides our eyes. This debt we pay to human God.
Couldn't ever guess.
With torn and bleeding hearts, we smile
Couldn't ever.
and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh my God, our tears to thee from tortured souls arise, and we sing. Hey, baby, we sing. Hey, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet, and long the mile. But let the world think otherwise. We wear the mask. When I think about myself, I almost laugh myself to death. My life has been one great big joke, a dance that's walked, a song was spoke. I laugh so hard, I almost choke when I think about myself. 70 years in these folks' world. The child I works for calls me girl. I say, yes, ma'am, for working sake. I'm too proud to bend and too poor to break. So I laugh until my stomach ache when I think about myself. My thirst can make me split my side. I laugh so hard, I nearly died. The tales they tell sound just like lying. They grow the fruit but eat the rind. I laugh until I start to cry when I think about myself and my folks and the little children. My fathers sit on benches, their flesh count every plank. The slats leave dents of darkness deep in their withered flank, and they nod like broken candles, all waxed and burnt profound. They say, but sugar, it was our submission that made your world go round. There in those pleated faces I see the auction block, the chains and slavery's coffles, the whip and lash and stop. My father speaking voices that shredded my fact and sound. They say, but sugar, it was our submission, and that made your world go round. They laughed to shield their crying. They shuffled through their dreams. They stepped and fetched a country and wrote the blues in screams. I understand their meaning. It could and did derive from living on the edge of death. They kept my race alive by wearing the mask.
You couldn't ever guess. So you couldn't ever guess. So nobody's gonna sleep here, honey. Nobody. Right now. Right now. Pile up the bodies. tell you. I'll tell you. Don't scare Negroes today with no badge or no white skin or no white sheet or no white anything else. The police the same way. They put their club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them. Every case of police brutality against a Negro follows the same pattern. They attack you, bust you all upside your mouth, and then take you to court and charge you with assault. What kind of democracy is that? What kind of freedom is that? What kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court, has nothing on his side other than what the white man chooses to give him? My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this. And it will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves. They attack the victim, and then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. This is American justice. This is American democracy. And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy. Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail. But if you can't prove that a democracy is not hypocrisy, then don't put your hands on me.
You would consider democracy, you could only organize an opposition within the scope as defined by the authorities who are in control in the first place. And this is true in the socialist society as well as in the capitalist society.
Give me an example.
An example is this. In this society, that you're not allowed to organize an opposition against the authority through armed resistance with the intent to overthrow the government.
That's right.
But
we call that rebellion.
By law, but you've already agreed that if you were in 1776, you probably would have chose Washington, and this definitely would have been against the law. And so I'm saying that when we talk about organizing opposition, that no government in this world that I know about have the audacity at this point in the human being's limited freedom to organize an opposition against the authority any way he likes. Capital state, that the people who own the capital, they're a minority, and they oppress the majority of the people through exploitation. You know, you call rhetoric, listening. And he says that in national state, that sometimes a whole nation will oppress the rest of the world. And so there's still a minority oppressing the majority of the world's people, like the Hilliard regime attempted to do, and like this regime attempted to do. To a point. Let me finish. I haven't gotten to the meat. I insist that I give you the antidote. So
you give me the answer to the question.
What's in your mind?
Oh, there's no one to move the audience, to make them conscious of what has been done to my people around the world.
So you sing from anger?
No, I sing from intelligence. I sing from letting them know that I know who they are and what they have done
to my people around the world. That's not anger. Anger has its place. Anger has fire. And fire moves things. But I sing from intelligence. I don't want them to think that I don't know who they are, darling.
There's no one.
We hope that these investigations will serve as a convincing indictment against the oppressive United States government and its killer police. Police were the main forces of oppression in our communities, so that it's become very clear that the government is working in cohorts with the local agencies, the police, in a brutal attempt to try to liquidate the Black Panther Party. We hope to bring the truth to the American people so that we can have peace in our community. Of course, we do not have faith in the Justice Department, because the Justice Department is a symbol of injustice as far as its black subjects are concerned. So we do not expect any equality, and we do not expect justice. But we do have faith in our own people, and the very fact that they've come forth to try to bring out the criminal indictments against the police and the other agencies of the United States government shows, if nothing else, it shows solidarity with the black people. So we see that as being victorious.
Mr. Hilliard, you speak of the criminal activities of police.
But we do not have armories. And even if we did, we would expect the same treatment under the law that's given to members of the Ku Klux Klan. That we would kill anyone that stands in the way of our freedom. And of course, the newsmen and the news media, another instrument by which the government dupes and narcotizes the people, that brought to the attention of the American people the atrociousness of the American government as a fox that watches over the chickens. Very brutal people, that they're barbarous, criminal element within society. They have mouthwashed the criminal elements in this society, and they have made the victims look like the criminals and the criminals look like the victims. I think that anybody that picks up guns against the oppressed people, or anybody that endorses programs that maintain the oppressive structure as it is in the way of our freedom.
Is that Richard Nixon?
Even the profanity. The profanity is within the idiom of the oppressed people. Let's just say this. Let's say that we could have our freedom without a shot being fired. But we know that the imperialists, that the fascists on a very local level will not withdraw from the arena without violence. They have proven themselves very violent, and thus far they haven't done anything to ensure us our freedom. We do not ask for violence. We were in.
Heard of Harry Belafonte and Aretha Franklin and Nipsey Russell and Sidney Poitier and all of these other great and outstanding artists. Well, they're going to be here tonight at the Spectrum. And I hope that each of you will go home and tell your parents to be there tonight for this great Freedom Festival. And I hope you will come also, for it will be a great experience. And by coming, you will be supporting the work of the civil rights movement. Now that I've gotten the commercial out of the way, I'll move on and say some things that I want to say very briefly. And I'm being very honest, I'm going to be brief because I have other engagements. I don't have a tradition of being brief all the time. You know, I'm a Baptist preacher. We can talk a long time. But I'm going to really be brief today. I want to ask you a question, and that is, what is in your life's blueprint? This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now, decide now at this age, may well determine which way your life shall go. Structure of your lives. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth, and always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Now that means that you count, that you have worth, that your life has ultimate significance. Now that means you should not be ashamed of your color. You know, it's very unfortunate that in so many instances our society has placed a stigma on the Negro's color.
Very often try to respond to you on the level on which you address them. So if you say, aren't you wonderful, aren't you splendid, my goodness, you're beautiful, oh, you're so bright, people will try, even if they're not, they really will try to lift themselves up to that. On the other hand, if you say, you know, you're a dog, you really are so low, you'll never be anybody. In fact, you're nobody now and never have been. Sooner or later, that person will respond on the level on which he or she is addressed. He will say, figuratively or literally, let me show you where dog is. Let me show you where low really is. I will show you that. Years ago, I did a movie called Poetic Justice. And there was a young man the first day who cursed so I couldn't believe it. I walked around behind him, tried to ignore him. But the second day, he and another young man, black man, ran to each other and they were about to fight, and hundreds of extras started to run away. But one black man walked up to the two young men, and I walked up, and I took one by his shoulder. I said, "Let me speak to you." He said, "If this is what you do, we do." I said, "Let me speak to you, honey." "If I tell you something, I said, "No, let me talk to you, please." And he finally calmed down. And I said, "Do you know how much you're needed? Do you know what you mean to us? Do you know that hundreds of years of struggle have been for you? Please, baby, take a minute. Don't lose your life on the Zoom." I put my arm around him. He started to weep. The tears came down. That was Tupac Shakur. I took him, I walked him down into a little gully and kept his back to the people so they wouldn't see him. And I used my hands to dry his cheeks. And I kept talking to him sweetly, sweetly. For the next week, while I was on that film, whenever I walked by, he would be saying, "So I told it." I said, "Good morning, Miss Angelou." Dears, try to introduce courtesy into your speech to each other. You have no idea what it will do for your brother or sister to whom you speak, and you surely have no idea what it will do for you. It will lift you up. I've tried a lot of things. Yeah. I've failed at some things and succeeded at some.
Yeah, but what I love about you is that you have attacked it all with great passion. I mean, I can look at all the books here that you have written. I can look at all the things you've done, from journalist to poet to writer to actor to producer, all of those kinds of things, which suggest this uncommon confidence in yourself and willingness to risk failure.
Yes, but maybe it's more dangerous to risk success. Well, a lot of people don't really want success.
I've never understood that.
This is true.
You mean because they don't want it, and the best evidence of that is that they fail. And the best evidence of that is they don't try things.
That's right. But to succeed means that, you're in front of God and lots of responsible people, and you have to either eat your words or stand by them. I think that I have agreed a long time ago, Charlie, though. This may be what my greatest blessing. I agreed a long time ago that I would die. Now, if I can admit that no matter what happens, I will do this thing. This is the biggest bugaboo of them all. I will do that. Well, then why couldn't I attempt something lesser? So I will try. Will respond on the level on which he or she is addressed. He will say figuratively or literally, "Let me show you where dog is. Let me show you where low really is. I will show you that."
Merchandise on his body, put a price easy to tell. White man heaven, black man hell. Sign these papers. It's just that important for you. Now the money, I'm not here for the money, as you know, here and sign these papers. It's just that important for you. Now the money, I'm not here for the money, as you know, here and sign these papers. It's just that important for you. Now the money, I'm not here for the money, as you know. People are going to the moon. Other countries that were slaves under master are getting independence. And if you check it down, get right down to it, we don't know who we are. Huh? What's your name? If I said, here comes Mr. Chang Chong, you'd picture a Chinaman. Mr. White Cloud Indian, huh? Here comes Mr. Lumumba, Mr. Kenyatta, you look for African, a black man. Now what's your last name? If I said, here comes Mr. Jones, Mr. Hawkins, Mr. Clay, Mr. Culpepper, Mr. Roundtree, you won't know if he's black or white until you see him. Right? We are 22 million people who don't have our names. We were named after our slave masters, so teaches the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, when we first was brought to America. We were robbed of all knowledge of ourselves. Mentally, we are not free. The truth shall make you free, the truth alone. You shall know the truth, and that will make you free. He didn't say setting in, laying in, walking in, forcing in. You feel better already if you're hearing this for the first time, huh? When the white man came to America, he needed someone to work the land. His back was too weak. He needed you, black man. So he commissioned Sir John Hawkins to commit the world's most grievous sin. That is to take a man who's going to be free and bring him down to slavery. Sell a man as merchandise. On his body, put a price. So my friends, it's easy to tell. White man heaven, black man hell. The truth shall make you free, the truth alone. You shall know the truth, and that will make you free. He didn't say setting in, laying in, walking in, forcing, integrating in, truth. And once you become free, find out who you are, then you'll start saying, I am the greatest.
What is your feeling about the championship, the crown itself? If they do as they say they plan to do, take it away from you over this induction controversy?
I'll tell you one thing. We'll check with the public. The public knows who the champion is. Now I'm going to ask these people something, and let's just see what they say. They don't know what I'm going to say. Can my title be taken without me being whooped? One more time. That's all I can do is